All right. I just started recording here, so I'm waiting for Pete and Paris to join. I'm gonna be checking my Twitter, see if it's working. Let's see. All right, it looks like this is on. All right, just waiting. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Hey, Thirsty Panda, what's up? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got Lowe's 1652 joining here. Shout out to everybody who's watching on X, YouTube, Twitch. Shout out to all of you. I think I'm on. It's not scheduled yet. It's gonna go live in 3 minutes on Twitter. Yeah. So today, during the conversation, we're gonna just talk about Nintendo Switch 2 predictions. Let's see what we have to say about the price, games, release date, and whatever else pops up during the conversation. But I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, so we got a couple people here watching on Twitch. Hey, shout out to everyone. What's up? What's up? Hello. What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, whoever's here, let me know on Twitch. I see Paris is watching. I see you, punk. I know you're watching. So it looks like Riverside upgraded their stream now. Like I see that's up to now 1080. That's good. That's really good. It wasn't like that before. Yeah, I see it's like that on all the other places. So great job, Riverside. Great job. Hey, shut up, shut up. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Flynn, it's been a while since you've been here, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, we're gonna have fun here, man. We're going to have some fun up in here. Yeah, so where everybody's watching the stream from? Let me know while the guys get here, like in a few minutes. Oh, we got Paris here. Paris. Wow. I forgot about
What?
that game. I forgot about that game, the hoodie. No
Oh,
rest for the wicked.
yeah.
Your mic is off? Or you're far? Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yo, I saw that promo. That you talk about Charlotte?
Yo,
I was like,
oh my God.
Yo.
Oh man.
She destroyed. Was that on
brutal.
purpose?
That was brutal.
You think that was on purpose?
It makes me wonder because I mean she eviscerated her. Like Tiffy is completely out of her league when it comes to that.
Yeah, you could tell like it was they were like, look, just do your promo.
Yeah.
Charlotte was like freestyling, but like
On it. Yeah, she was
on
on it,
it.
man.
Yeah, Tiff was not there, yo. I don't know.
It was that was not good.
Not good at all. Hey, good morning, Arctic. I see you here.
Oh,
man.
there's people in here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Twitter. I'm on Twitch.
Let me pull
Twitter
up
is
Twitch.
live now, so I'm gonna post it here. Let me post it on. I see it. I see the live stream here. Yeah. We are live. Let's talk about. Oh man, I'm excited.
We got to talk about this Steam thing too.
Oh yeah, I'm down. Oh yeah, I was thinking about like, let me bring that up.
Because I'm literally gonna tweet that out right now.
Okay, which you're gonna post the Twitter link or the Twitch link?
Twitch.
Okay.
I was just gonna post Twitch.
Okay, yeah, because so this thing is live to me. Yeah, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. I think it's dope, but I have some questions, which I doubt it's gonna happen. But
well,
because it was trending. I saw you trending.
You know the usual suspects are.
Oh God,
got their stuff to say. I'll save it for.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I think Pete got confused with the time change because he's not in Europe. He said, he's still in Europe, but he's not here. Pete says, "Is it daylight savings?" No. That passed a while ago. Man, just go on. What the heck? Yeah, good morning, everyone. Oh, man. Yo, can you believe it's in 10 days we're going to watch the Nintendo Direct? In 10 days? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow.
10 days, man. I get excited when it's like a new console. Oh, man, I get super excited, man. Yeah. I hope it's just one color, man. Usually when there's like two colors, there's always that one favorite that's hard to find.
Yeah.
From Nintendo, so we'll see. Cause you got the color ones, or you got the regular. What was the color when it launched? I'm trying to remember. I know it was like the colors. That's the one that I got when it first launched.
Yeah, it was the colors, the red and the blue.
Red and blue,
or light blue, or whatever it was.
Yeah. And then they released a OLED version that was all white. That one was really hard to find.
So this is my OLED Switch.
The black one, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, because I got a custom case for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that! After the tour, he is back. Yeah, oh my God! Welcome back.
Thank you.
How? By the way, we're live. By the way, because
Oops.
Okay. By the way, I was gonna ask you, Pete. You didn't know that the time changed over here? You forgot about it?
Why would I know what time it is over there?
I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know.
Because I was talking to my wife right as you sent that message, and she's like, Yeah, I think the time changed over there. We changed like next weekend or the weekend after. So
Oh,
I'm so used to us changing and then you guys change. I don't know, whatever, man. I'm 24 hours removed from from being in Bangkok, so deal with
oh, sad. Oh, sad.
it.
Yeah, this is a rare moment having all those together again. It's been a while. It's been a while.
For sure.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For sure.
Oh, by the way, Pete, you listened to the old episode 720 versus 1080p.
Well, I just put a comment in general on Discord talking about that because it was like I remember the that theme song for like that era of GTR.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember who it was. I don't know if that was the ID one that he did for us, DJ ID.
I think that was ID. I know
Yeah,
Sharp Sound and Recognize were the ones that worked on our intro the most.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember. I don't know. You would know more than I would because you obviously you did it.
I gotta listen to it. I think that was ID.
I don't know,
that was ID. Yeah, he was in Australia. He's still in Australia now. So shout out.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to Sharp Sound. I think he just did something with Rec as well. He just
word. Oh, yo, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you've heard Mayday just dropped a new album as well. Like
new album? Nope.
Whole new album. Sounds like OG. Like his
OG joint?
Sounds like OG Mayday, and I think Plex did a couple of tracks because he's doing production stuff for them again.
Dope. All right, so let's do this here. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Gamer Tag Radio. This is Danny Pena episode. This is episode 1409, and we have the trio. This is a rare moment because we've been busy the rest of the year, man. But we have the whole crew here. Let's start with Paris. What's up, Paris?
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good, man. Happy to have the whole crew up in here, man. And also we have Peter, man. What's up, Pete?
What's up, dude?
It's been a while.
I'm back.
It's been a while. How you been, bro? How you been?
Doing good. Little just on the tail ends of getting over this jet lag. So spent the last 2 weeks in Bangkok for a new opening for my job and
dope.
Doing well.
Time difference from Bangkok here, is it
to you 15 hours?
Oof.
So it's 6 for me here back in the state in I almost said back in the States, back in Switzerland. But it's
huh?
Yeah, it's about 12 to the East Coast plus 3, so 15. Yeah.
Oh, dope, man. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, so on this episode, we're gonna be talking about predictions of the Nintendo Switch 2, and also we have one more topic that I think we should. You want to start with that, Paris, and then
we should start with that one.
Yeah, we should start with that one. It's about the integration of Xbox and Steam. Now, there's been a huge debate. Actually, yesterday I was like, "Oh, let me go on Twitter or X. Let me see what's going on." And I saw there was like a trending news, and it says Sony versus Xbox, the battle over PC game access. And guess who started the conversation? It was the man himself, Paris. That was the first one that started on time. So, Paris, we gotta talk about this, man. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, but now it looks like okay, slowly the news is coming out. Okay, is this considered a leak? Like, do you think it was on purpose, or this was like planned from Xbox before we started?
I think it was a leak. I do think it was a leak. To kind of backtrack on the history of this, really, Phil Spencer is the one that started all this, and it was pretty much a year ago at GDC last year, because he talked about being open platforms, on Xbox hardware. In other words, adding other digital stores. And I think he's never said Steam, but I think he did say the Epic Store at one point. But even when we interviewed him a few weeks ago, and I mentioned it then about open platforms and not in agreement. So Destin, when he interviewed Phil, he straight up asked him about Steam, and he just laughed. He didn't acknowledge it, but he laughed. He didn't deny it either. We know Jason Ronald at CES has talked about integrating the best of Xbox into Windows, and they're going to start talking about that more. There's obviously a lot of talk about Play Anywhere at GDC this year, and we know we're going to get more information. The handheld obviously kind of came out. Windows Central talked about that partner handheld coming out this year, and then the true Xbox handheld coming at some point in 2027. All this leads up to this at GDC. The Verge noticed the slide had Steam listed in an updated Xbox UI for PC. And that's what sparked all this speculation that we're seeing now about, oh man, is the next Xbox going to have Steam as a part of it? I'm leaning towards yes, in this sense. And this is why my cheeky little tweet the other day was about, because everyone's freaking out about PlayStation, but we'll get to that. I think you will play your Steam and Epic Store games natively through the Xbox UI seamlessly? No, I don't. I think you'll have a desktop mode because it is a PC and you can flip to that. You essentially can do that today on the Steam Deck. If you load up GOG or Epic, you can go into the desktop mode, install it all, boom, you can launch those games if you want. Now, Steam does allow you to integrate it into their UI. I'm a little skeptical if Xbox will do that, since it will still technically be a console and not a PC, even though we know it is a PC. So we'll see on that part. But do I think you will have the ability to load Steam, load the Epic Store, load GOG, and Ubisoft Connect, any third-party digital store? Do I think you will have that in the next Xbox? I do. How it launches, how it integrates into the UI is still TBD, but I think that functionality is coming. And I'm curious your thoughts, and we can get into the whole PlayStation side of this after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while for Pete. Pete, go for it if you have any thoughts about that.
I'm just curious. For me, I think how do they balance exclusivity while still maintaining that access across platforms?
It is gone.
I mean, that's got to be the big question, right?
Yeah. I've caught enough grief over that over the past few weeks that exclusive. I mean, he said it for all intents and purposes. Phil has told you, don't expect any game to be exclusive anymore. Could there still be some exceptions? Mm-hmm. Yes, but 90 percentile. Expect them to eventually show up on other platforms.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, remember back in the days with there was the Steam machine. There was no way for us, I remember getting a Steam machine from anywhere, and I downloaded a bunch of games, indie games especially. But imagine now, fast forward to 2025, there was like a Steam machine, Paris. I can still play all these Steam games, right? It's not like, let's say a company like PlayStation or whoever, let's say Xbox, they also release games on Steam. They're not going to say, okay, we're not going to have this game available on a device just because we don't feel like, we want this to be just an exclusive PC only and that's it. I think companies not going to do that because that's more money for the companies to just have it open. Just whoever has Steam, you will have access to all those games. I think that's a good thing. I don't see that as like a bad thing. Like why people think that these games are going to be available on those consoles, like in the console, if once it's available in the future.
So I agree, because let's just jump into this. So
yeah.
Part of the pushback on all of this is, you have people going, well, why would Xbox want a competing digital store on their hardware? That doesn't make sense. They're going to lose money. Again, listen to what Phil Spencer has been telling you. And this was with Xbox era. He talked about they're not trying to convince you to move over anymore. They're not going to try and force you to move over into their platform. Instead, we'll take the 70%. So even in this scenario, if you buy an Xbox game on Steam, they're still getting 70%, if not more. Depending, I know Steam is a little different than other platforms, but for all intents and purposes, you're still getting that 70%. You buy an Xbox game on the Epic Store, you're still getting that 70%. What I think they are trying to do is the incentive for the Xbox digital store, Xbox/Windows digital store, is play anywhere. I buy the game there one time. I can play it on my Xbox hardware. I can play it on PC. I can play it on these handhelds. I can stream it on the cloud. Now, can I play it on the PlayStation or Switch? No, you would need to go buy it again on the PlayStation or the Switch. But it's going to open it up to more devices if you buy it for a one-time purchase on buying it on the Windows Store. And you have Game Pass. that is obviously going to be another incentive as well. That if I subscribe to Game Pass versus buying it outright on Steam or Epic or wherever, I obviously get to play the game, and it essentially has Play Anywhere as well. Basically, any open device, you're going to get Game Pass on it, and obviously Xbox hardware. So I think that's the play moving forward. Whereas, like, look, we're just trying to get our games in as many places as we can. Sure, we'll make more money if you buy it from us directly, but we'll still get the vast majority of the money if you buy it on another store, because look, people have made their investments. Like Steam, I have a vast investment of games on Steam, obviously on Xbox, PlayStation, etc. So they're not going to try and force you to drop your investment anymore. If you want to continue to just get your games on that one digital store, go for it. They're not going to stop you from doing that. They're not trying to make things exclusive to gatekeep it off. They're just going to put it everywhere. Is the strategy going to work? I have no freaking idea, but it's what they're going to do. And it's what's about to happen. Let's go into the PlayStation side of this, because this has obviously been the number one hot topic surrounding all of this. PlayStation now ports their games to Steam and Epic. It is not day and date. I think there will be a day when that happens, probably not anytime soon. But right now, we're looking at anywhere between, I think, Spider-Man 2 was kind of the quickest one. I think that was like a 14-month turnaround or something like that. But let's just say, all intents and purposes, 18 months from when it comes out on PlayStation till it comes out on PC. People are speculating, are they going to block it on this Xbox hybrid? I say no. And and this is why I bring up the UI thing. Do I think PlayStation will be okay if PlayStation games launch through the Xbox UI and seamlessly look like it's an Xbox game? I don't. But if you have a desktop mode, which is a PC, I'm loading up Steam and I'm playing the game as I would today. It's absolutely no different in that way. I just think, and again, I just put on my IT hat. Does PlayStation really want to go through all the hassle and effort to try and block a PC game on certain tiers of hardware? Because we're also speculating, whatever this Xbox hybrid is, sure, Microsoft will make one, but Acer might make one, Asus might make one, MSI might make one, Lenovo might make one. So there's going to be different variants of PC hardware that can essentially be an Xbox and a PC. So are they really going to try and block all that? I bought the game. You've got your money at that point. This is my whole thing. If I bought Spider-Man 2, you really trying to tell me, well, you could play it on that, but not that, because it says Xbox. No, you can't play it on that. I don't think they're going to go through all that effort. And honestly, I would have to look at the terms of service with Valve and Steam. Is that even allowed to block per device? I don't know. I know they can block region to where you can't sell it. But if I own the game, can I play it? Hell, I can build my own PC, right? So I don't know. I'm leaning towards no. And there's no right or wrong answer currently, because we're essentially 2 years away from knowing the answer to this. So we don't know. And we don't know how Xbox is going to integrate Steam or Epic into their store, into their new hardware anyway. So there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered before we'll 100% know. But I'm leaning towards, if I done bought the damn game, why do you care? You made your money. I already can play PlayStation games on PC with an Xbox controller with Xbox branding, the whole thing. So it's no different other than, this is an Xbox hardware, so I'm going to block it out of pettiness and potentially pissing off my customers. That doesn't make sense to me. So I say no. What do you think?
I don't see PlayStation blocking that at all. Now, I do see where gamers need to log in to like their PlayStation account, I guess. I don't know, I think that will be beneficial for PlayStation to do that.
That's optional right now too.
Well, it's optional now. Yeah, it's optional, but I can definitely see
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2. Yeah, I mean they removed that because it was like a huge controversy from that. But I think, look, now with Forza 5 coming out now very soon on PlayStation, you have to log in using a Microsoft account in order to play that game. One is because of the cloud, another cloud. Well, yeah, it's the cloud, right? They saved like all the save progress or anything. You could do it through there. I think it's similar to like when you play a game on console now and you go
cross
cross progression. Yeah, you save all that stuff.
Forza
so
Horizon 5 won't do it though.
we'll
They
do
already
what?
said they already said it. There's no there you won't have any cross progression.
Oh, they won't. Oh, that sucks. Damn, they started doing that on another game. So on Steam.
And
So I was like,
my thought is because it's a legacy game, maybe because I just remember when I got to see Fallout 76 last year, and I was talking to the lead for that, and he was kind of explaining the technical hurdles to be able to get Fallout 76 with cross progression because it was never built that way. So it could essentially be that for PlayStation as well. Whereas the work they would need to do to get it to have cross progression on PC or on PlayStation, I should say, might not be worth the effort.
oh,
but,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Sorry, I didn't know that. Sorry, I haven't been really reading the news, watching the news
Yeah.
or reading the news lately. But no, that's I could definitely see games just coming out on all devices. I don't see PlayStation blocking it. I just don't see it. Because look, we've been having conversation of like the sales numbers now of some of the games that's available now on PlayStation 5. It's been kind of low, like Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, on and on. It's not as high as like previous years, right? So having it on different devices, I think it'll benefit PlayStation. There's more money for the company. I don't see anything wrong with this. They're not gonna say we want this exclusive only on our console and that's it. Or Steam
yeah, and
PC.
that's the whole point. It is no longer exclusive to your console, anyways, because it's already on PC. So what's the difference? I mean, look, Xbox is doing something we assume radically different. This isn't this whatever this next Xbox is not a closed environment anymore. Maybe the Xbox of things will still run as a quote unquote Xbox console, but it's going to be able to do more of that. It's going to have access to more PC things. Again, Windows Central talked about, and Jez said, this is him speculating, so it's not 100%, that Xbox is going to change their development over to Win32, which in layman terms just means you're just making the game once. It's one time for Xbox and PC. You're no longer having to, quote unquote, port it over to one platform or another. It is essentially one game being on Win32. So the Xbox version that you would have for next gen would run natively on a PC and run natively on whatever this hybrid console is going to be. So that helps developers, obviously, because it just streamlines, some of their work. Obviously, they'll still have to port over to PlayStation and to Nintendo, but they're making a PC. let's just be clear about that. If all these rumors are true, it is a PC. It is what Valve does with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a PC that you obviously can hit the button. You're presented with, big picture mode, the Steam UI, you play your games. But if you want to tinker, because I tinker with mine all the time, you can do that. You can go to desktop mode. You can load other digital stores. You can do emulation. Now, I don't know how they'll handle all that. We'll see, just from a security standpoint to avoid any, kind of hacks or cheating and things like that. Again, these are questions they still need to answer. But I think at the end of the day, you're going to get a universal UI from Xbox that runs on PC, runs on whatever their hybrid console is going to be, runs on cloud, and obviously any of these PC handheld variants that will come out, that UI is going to look universal. Essentially, it's the Xbox app on PC. And I think, this is just me, we'll see, Pete. I'm curious what you think about this, just from a technical and infrastructure standpoint. The next Xbox is probably running Windows 12, because Windows 12 should be the OS at that point. So I think you can essentially build your own Xbox moving forward. I think that might be something that we see, where it is the Xbox app on PC that you're firing up, and there will be Xbox features baked into the OS moving forward. So regardless of if you buy it off the shelf, you buy it from Microsoft, or you build it yourself, the second that you load that OS, you have an Xbox. That's what I think, but we'll see.
So I've had some thoughts on this over the last week or two, killing time online or killing time at work. Every Windows machine comes with the Xbox app already preloaded into your machine. What's to change, or why not just make that Xbox link an automatic link straight into Xbox Cloud Pass? So you're playing through your browser anyways, or have that link to an image in your PC that opens up big picture mode or some variant or iteration of that into your PC. So now you've converted, you're on your desktop, you've done some, Microsoft Office stuff or whatever. You're like, okay, I want to take a break. Click the Xbox icon on your desktop or shortcut or whatever. Whoop, opens up, think of it as kind of like a slide or one of like the, God, what's it called? Desktop workspaces on Xbox, right? Or on your Windows PC. You press that, it just natively opens up. Boom, you're in your Xbox ecosystem. You want to play a game, click the game, and you're in. If you happen to have your controller, connected already, boom, just start playing. And I think when you start thinking in those terms, and you start to understand how much easier it is to just jump in and not care about having to get up and move or change. We've talked about this for years now, how Microsoft is just trying to get you into their ecosystem. And they don't care whether you're on a Samsung device, whether you're on a Fire Stick, or whether you're on a Samsung TV or on your native PC. They don't care anymore about the physical device. And we've known for decades that the hardware is always going to be a loss leader for them. They don't move that out of the way. Shift your development, your strong suit at Microsoft, depends on who you're talking to, right? All they normally do is just buy the competition. But for the most part, make it a software iteration so that once you're in the Windows PC, that's it, you're done. You can natively flip from game mode to PC mode to browsing to going on YouTube, all at the flick of a button. Make it, be it a macro on your Steam Deck, or hit F13 or whatever you want to an F key on your keyboard. Boom, you're in. If you think about it like that, it's an easy way to walk in right into the game.
I mean, it is essentially what the Steam Deck does today in Steam OS and Linux. It's the same exact concept, but Microsoft obviously owns Windows, so they would use Windows to do that. But clearly, you're going to have to customize it, because let's not forget too, the Xbox is Windows. At the OS level, it is a variant of Windows. It is a custom version of Windows, so it is already running Windows. It is how much of that yeah. So it's just how much of that experience do you just want to bring to the standard OS versus having to customize it and have various variants of it. I'm very fascinated to see what this is going to look like. It sounds like we're going to hear a lot more about this year. I would imagine probably after the June showcase, not at the showcase itself, but probably afterwards. I can see Jason Ronald going on a media tour, really sitting down with hopefully us, and talking about this more, because there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And while Phil has teased and hinted and all that, I want to talk to the person that's actually in charge of implementing this, so we can understand what to expect, versus, because all we're doing is speculating right now. This is why I'm saying, again, nobody's wrong to think either way. No, PlayStation will, PlayStation won't, Steam will be integrated, won't. We don't know until we get solid answers on it. So I'm looking forward to that. Like this PC handheld that's coming this year. I know we talked about this a little bit already, Danny, but it's not going to be the true Xbox handheld. It is essentially going to be another Rogue Ally. Or Legion Go, where it is a PC handheld running Windows, and then they're going to customize UI for the Xbox app on it. But the true handheld is a part of whatever this next gen experience is. Because that, again, Pete and Danny, I'm curious your thoughts on this. If I had to guess, I am thinking, because look, I need to be clear when I say I'm guessing, because I was told that I speak very authoritative. And people just like, well, you said this and it didn't happen, so now you're wrong. I'm guessing. I want to be clear. I would assume this whole forward compatibility, backwards compatibility, whatever the handheld will do, the next gen Xbox is going to do to play your 360, Xbox One, and this current generation games, is probably emulation, I think. I think you're going to see emulation baked into this as far as the handheld goes. And again, this is where AI and machine learning and all that stuff probably factors into this. But I think we're going to have a layer that is emulating previous titles. And when I say previous, I'm talking first and third party titles that you own digitally in the Xbox store. you'll be able to play on this next gen hardware moving forward. What do you think, Pete?
I'm still stuck on the integration / exclusivity piece. It can do it because when let's go back to what I was saying earlier, and I apologize, I just looked it up. It started back even on the original Duke. It was the OG was an actual fork of Windows 2000, and then Xbox 360 was Windows 7, maybe.
360. God, that probably would that have been Windows ME? Ugh.
No, because no, it was a modified version of Windows 2000. No, Windows 2000.
It was, okay.
I'm looking at it right now. It was Windows
Yeah.
Xbox 360 was a modified version of Windows 2000, which who knows? Maybe it was ME. But going back to your question, I think the emulation concept, what I was going to maybe went a little too deep into the rabbit hole of Reddit, but it's possible, right? Having that emulation function as a desktop workspace, where what is it? If you hit Alt Tab right now, or I'm trying to think of the Windows key, the Windows function that does it. No, it's Start. There it is. It's Start Tab, and it opens up a second workspace. It could function just like that. Just click Desktop 2 or whatever, new desktop or game desktop, right? And just boom, you're right in, and it's just emulating, whether it's just emulating a game system on your device. I think it would be cool if you could emulate the original Xbox 360. Give me the little slides if I want to go back into that ecosystem to play those games. Go into the new Xbox experience, which is I think where I met Danny, right? With the slides, with the blades. Sorry, the blades.
The blades, dashboard.
But, yeah, the dashboard, the Metro interface. But yeah, I don't see why. I think with the way computers are built now, right, with and taking advantage of RTX or AMD, why not be able to throw up a quick emulation system? Again, Start Tab on your keyboard, and you jump right into big picture mode, for lack of a better term. I think it'd be really cool.
I do have a question though. Do you think the price is going to be all over the place with this now?
Yes.
That's the part I'm kind of like, because we have the handheld version, and now we have probably like a Series X, I guess, version that's going to be more expensive. How much of a price difference do you think is going to be though, Paris?
Well, this is where it comes in. Are they going to have OEM? I never said OEM variants of this. Whereas, look, we know Microsoft is going to essentially make reference model of the console, reference model of the handheld, right? But is Lenovo and MSI and Asus also making one? I think that's where you'll see the price scale, because I think performance level will be different, where you'll have a entry level one, which might be cheaper, but the performance on it is lower, right? But then you might, hey, I'm just going all out, a freaking 5090 in it or something crazy like that, right? The latest and greatest, and it's going to perform at a high level. Look, again, listen to what Phil has said. He already said it is getting harder for them to subsidize this hardware. I am not expecting even what Microsoft gives us to be cheap. I don't think it's happening anymore. I think they're going to sell it. They're not going to sell it because this is the other part of the thing. They're in third place. We already know they're in third place. Their hardware sales are lagging behind, and they lose money every time they sell hardware. So that's a problem. I don't think they want to lose money anymore. So I think they're just going to all right, you're already not buying our hardware. Why are we losing money on this? We're going to sell it, either break even or make a small profit on it moving forward. That's what I think. And again, I'm guessing. I could be wrong.
clip it and post it online.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's just my guess. Again, going by things that they have said, in the last, 18 to 24 months, I'm thinking like this handheld, I wouldn't hold my breath for it to be under $699. That's just me though.
Ooh,
that's what I am anticipating as we go in. Like, hell, the next gen Xbox might just be the damn handheld. It might, who knows? And they let Asus or whatever make like this, hybrid PC thing that sits under your television. I don't know. That's why I think you're going to have to wait a couple years to get it, because I think this year is all about let's get this. It's about the software. Let's fix the software. Let's get the UI where we need it to be before we start worrying about the hardware. And then, not to mention, when you think about it from a handheld standpoint, you want, because I know Valve has said this, you're not getting a Steam Deck 2 until they see advancements in some of the hardware, as far as battery performance and, you know, obviously CPU, GPU, all of that. So they can build something that is actually a worthy successor to the current Steam Deck. And I think that is probably part of what Microsoft is going to wait on, that when they do say, hey, this is our handheld, it's going to be better than anything that is currently on the market today. So,
You know what's
but
so-
no, I don't think any of it's cheap. I don't.
You know what's the big difference too that we're gonna get see next gen? All these games date to date on all devices, consoles, everywhere. Like it's not gonna be anymore like 1 month exclusive on Xbox. No, I think it's over. Like it's done. We're gonna get to see everything everywhere. PlayStation, maybe Nintendo. Who knows?
I think you're going to start seeing that as soon as next year. I'm convinced Fable will be day and date.
Oh yeah, I can see that too.
You know what I mean? I
can see that
think,
too.
look, another little kerfuffle I got into over the past couple of weeks. I think this whole multi-platform exclusivity thing, from Microsoft's standpoint, they have the resources, so they're going to be able to give their studios the time and the resources to develop simultaneously across multiple platforms. So I think what we've seen currently is the studios trying to catch it, because again, remember, Activision and Bethesda already has experience going multi-platform, right? I think of like an internal studio like a Double Fine. They obviously have experience being multi-platform. So I think as they ramp up, you're going to start to see the newer games just be day and date everywhere, because they've ripped the Band-Aid off, and that's just what it's going to be. So I don't think you're going to see like these Indiana Jones scenarios where it comes out in December and then it's on PlayStation, you know, a few months later. I think obviously Avowed, South of Midnight, you're going to still see that. But I think once we get into 2026, those games are everywhere. You know, day one.
100%.
If they can run on Switch 2, they'll run on Switch 2, day one too.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Anything else before we go to our Nintendo Switch 2 predictions?
Can I say this one last thing?
Sure.
I think people just need to relax. Seriously.
Yeah, you should. relax.
It's not that serious as far as arguing over something that's not going to happen tomorrow. We're like 2.5 years away from this hardware actually coming to market, because you got to imagine it's probably holiday 2027 that this stuff actually comes to market. So all the speculation and the rumors, and you see people arguing and quote tweeting and clipping videos and screenshots and all this other silly stuff that you see online is a complete waste of time, because none of us know. Nobody knows. The only people that know work in Redmond. Jez doesn't even know. Jez is getting stuff, and he's getting his inside stuff. And look, I love Jez to death, but he's even admitted like some of the stuff he's talked about is speculation, along with some of the stuff that he's heard at the same time. Do I believe a lot of it? Of course I do. But until they come out and tell you this is what we are doing, you don't know. And the PlayStation one, relax. You ain't gonna know until holiday 2027 if they're blocking any of this stuff.
Yeah,
so
100%,
you're arguing just to argue at this point.
The level of effort across every component. I mean, you got to think about it. You got to adapt Xbox Live and the service itself to work alongside Steam, if that's what it is going to do.
Yeah.
You've got to programmatically ensure consistent performance across every platform, you know, if possible, including, you know, handheld devices. Look, it's a bold move, but in this day and age, in this industry, this is what you need to do. You need to be able to be fluid. You need to be able to shift to what everybody else is doing, not stay hard struck on one pinhole focus, because that's how you get left behind by clinging on. You have to adapt. And this is Microsoft, albeit surprisingly, as big and huge as an organization as Microsoft is, for them to acknowledge that, hey, we're losing this and it's not worth the cycles and or the cash to continue to fight this battle. Let's just go back to their roots, theoretically, right? And go back into software, and let's shrink the hardware components so it's not as, you know, difficult for themselves, right? You want to be able to hit that moving target, and it's a lot easier when you broaden your view and you start looking outside of your scope. So, look, kudos to them for doing it. And the next couple of years, again, for Microsoft is going to be interesting. So hopefully this isn't going to be games version wise. It's going to be how do they present games and how do you giving them a new platform, giving gamers a new platform to play.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just shifting the focus.
shout out to Tanya. She posted this. We're gonna end it with this. She wrote, "Folks really act like they will lose everything over a game being available on multiple platforms. Instead of being happy, more people can play more games."
Can I say this? I just this is a little petty. This is a
Shout out to
little petty
Tanya.
on my
Shout out
part.
to Tanya. Yeah.
And yeah, shout out to Tiny. Love you to death. And hopefully good to see you soon. I saw a video.
Oh no.
I swear to God, he was about to cry.
Are you serious?
Because potentially PlayStation games might be playable on this Xbox hybrid. I swear to God, he almost had tears in his eyes. I'm not lying. And all it was why it won't happen. Like literally just defiant. Like the world was going to end if God of War Ragnarok was playable on the goddamn Xbox console. It's insanity, dude. And this is what I'm saying. We are grown. Because look, we old and I just don't care anymore. We're grown. We're adults. And some of y'all act like freaking children with this stuff. It is insane to me. If you still have access, because Tanya nailed it. If you can play the game, why do you care if somebody else gets to play it too? Unless it's by your parameters and your rules on how they play it. Get out of here with that nonsense. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Because I'm going to tell you who don't care. My children.
They don't.
Hey, I tell you right now, Danny, Violet, she ain't going to care. She'd be like, I just want to play.
Yep.
They don't care about this stuff anymore. Only us middle-aged, midlife crisis people care about this stuff. I'm just being serious. We're the only ones that care about this. So it's like, look, has Xbox changed their messaging in the past few years? Yes. Did exclusivity matter to them and now it don't? Yes. But, and look, because, I've had receipts pulled on me left and right over the past few weeks. I've never faltered that. I simply don't care if games are playable elsewhere. And that's just what Xbox is doing. Is Nintendo doing it? Clearly not. Is PlayStation doing it? Kind of, sort of. Because they're putting games on PC. No, I do not think they're going to put their games on Xbox. Look, unless it's through Steam. And beyond that, who cares? Who really cares?
Disclaimer there.
And if they do, who cares? Who cares? Yeah. Exactly.
It's nonsense, and it's exhausting, and it's tiring to see the same usual suspects saying the same tired message over and over again. It's video games. We are grown. We got mortgages and car notes and college tuitions to pay to be sitting here arguing about a goddamn video game showing up on another platform. Who cares? Seriously. Yeah. Enjoy the game. Let's talk about, like we said, I'd rather talk about the Switch too, because that's exciting to me. That's exclusive games. Yeah. But you're goddamn right, I'm going to go buy and play that 3D Mario. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's talk about that.
Barris, people will always bring this up. What about Nintendo? It's working for Nintendo. Why they can't do it like Nintendo?
I can answer that question.
Nintendo's in a different lane, but go ahead.
Well, they are in a different lane, and also their development costs are a fraction of what you see in these big AAA games on PlayStation and Xbox. So their return on investment is a lot less. Not to mention, they always synergize their games with their hardware. And they also make a profit on their hardware because they don't try and compete at the power narrative. They deliver a lower performing piece of hardware that plays excellent games that are developed at a fraction of the cost that we see on PlayStation and Xbox. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's literally it. So, okay, but let's argue over that too. It's like, whatever, just go play Mario. That's what I'm gonna do.
Exactly.
Oh, but you can play Halo, Call of Duty, Fallout, Starfield, and Flight Simulator on the Switch too as well.
Well, it's a rumor.
Can you imagine, and I'm going to use Paris's word, the kerfuffle. Can you imagine the internet kerfuffle on Twitter? The moment a PlayStation game that's playable on a Switch, oh my God, X is going to blow up. It's going to catch fire.
There's already 2 games. MLB The Show and the Horizon Lego game. There's already 2 games.
No. But I want something like God of War or something like that
Yo, I
on
hope
the
they do
Switch,
that.
just to watch the meltdown, just to laugh,
Yeah,
just to watch
please.
the meltdown.
PlayStation, do me that favor. Announce God of War and all these games on Switch.
Yeah, just
be
give me a
amazing.
PlayStation exclusive on the Switch too. Oh my god!
Okay.
Just
All
to
right, can we
watch-
go with the
just watch
prediction?
Yeah, we
I
gotta
wanna-
move on because I swear to God, I'll argue this for an hour because it is just the most brain dead thing ever. That let's move on. 'cause
Yeah,
I
Switch.
won't
All right,
stop
Switch
talking
2.
about it.
We'll save it for the next show. So, Nintendo Switch 2 predictions. Look, Nintendo Direct is happening in 10 days or so. And I'm excited to talk about this because, look, there's a lot of rumors of games that might be launching and all this stuff, right? I want us to talk about the following: price, some of the games, launch the games that we think might be coming out. It could be also launch window, whatever you guys want. And also release date. I have a theory, and I know you guys have different theories. And I mentioned this briefly to Paris the other day. I think mid or the end of June, and the reason is the fiscal year starts on July 1st. So end the fiscal year strong and start the fiscal year strong. Me personally, that's what I think. Or people are saying this is gonna happen. I don't know if this is true or not. Nintendo's gonna announce the date right away, like the same day that after the Nintendo Direct. They might say in a couple of days after it will be available in stores, similar to what Apple's been doing for the past couple of years. I don't see that. I can see that maybe in June, in my opinion. So let's go with release date. Let's go with Paris because Paris gave me this look. Let's go with it.
Yeah, because why don't you add in what I said
What?
to that you came up with that theory about the fiscal year June. What did I say? Huh?
I don't remember what you said.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I said I gotta remember. I don't remember. Bro, there's a lot of things I don't remember, but go ahead.
No. Being serious. No, part. We were talking about this the other day, but if you've noticed, and I picked up on this during the Future Game Show that just happened, the showcase. You're seeing some third party. Like there was one particular game specifically that said they were coming out on June 26th on Switches, not just Nintendo Switch, and obviously implicating the Switch too. And I've seen other third party games talk about they're coming out on June 26th. I don't even know what day of the week that is, but that made me think, okay, Switch 2 is probably into June. I highly doubt
On a Thursday?
they would. That's what I said. I don't know the day of the week. Let me say what I'm saying. I literally said I don't know the day of the week. But part of it, I'm agreeing. Like it's amazing I'm agreeing with you, and you still got to say that. But anyway,
Give me props.
oh my God. I highly doubt they're going to try and launch this thing during Summer Game Fest because that would just be chaos. So I don't see it happening early June. So it would be mid to late June. I'm thinking this comes out. I also think when they reveal it, what was it? April? Is it April 2nd?
Second,
3rd?
April 2nd.
April 2nd. When they do the direct, I do think they announce the release date for it because I think that'll create excitement. You obviously want to start the pre-order campaign. That way they can lock it in and know how many of these things they need to deliver. And doing it because then you'll have 2.5, almost 3 months to be able to. I'm sure they got them sitting in warehouses already, but any more they need to make because you got to think the demand for this thing is going to be outrageous at launch. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we'll get a release date. I think mid to late June makes a lot of sense for it, and we'll see. See you in a couple weeks, or not even a couple weeks, 10 days.
10 days. Great prediction there. Pete, what about you, man? When do you think release date for the Switch 2?
It's anywhere between May and June, I'm thinking. Because April's going to be April 2nd, just, less than 2 weeks away. They make the announcement on the Direct. Creates enough fervor that, shops you're going to have people lining up. And the bigger problem, you're going to have scalpers ripping these things off of online stores. Hopefully we figured out some way to block those. And then it hits. You know, there's if you go by rumors and speculations or whatever you see on Twitter, Thunderstash said it was going to be May 15th based on game release patterns that he's seen. And then there's a former Nintendo employee that's talked about early summer, which aligns with your mid-June thing. But still, I'm thinking somewhere between May and June is when you'll see it.
Yeah, John Wiki, shout out to him in the chat, said, why not release a date in May? I mean, hey, we never know. It might happen.
You announce it right at you announce the price and or the thing, which is something I did want to talk about. You know, what's going to be the expected price, but you announce it at April 2nd, the direct, boom, the hype hits for 30 days, and then you just boom, here's your day and date. Prep your credit cards.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's again doing their own thing. They could release it in May if they really want to. Like, it's up to them. But who knows? Who knows what they're planning to do? I know there's gonna be events starting April 3rd, like the public event, all the way to like June.
I'm trying to remember when those
Worldwide.
events end, because then you want to do them after
June.
you want to have. Hold on, I'm looking here. Nintendo 2 Switch Experience event. Sorry, Nintendo Switch 2 Experience event taking place in major cities throughout the U.S. and other countries starts on April 4th and runs through May 11th. So why not? Oh wait, and it apparently resumes in Korea on May 31st. So why not drop it right in between that May 11th and May 31st? So that does kind of make sense.
So why did the Koreans get screwed?
Well,
hey, you're telling me, bro. You're talking to one.
That's true. So here's the thing. I know in the past there's been events that happen, like hands-on events for the public, even after the release of the console. So like that doesn't mean anything. Honestly, it could still happen in June. But I get it. I get it. You know,
I'm sticking to June.
I'm sticking with June. Peace, May.
I'm gonna say May. I'm gonna say May.
Let the Koreans get some
Let
hands
the
on
angry,
before
let
they
the
have to
angry
buy
Korean
it
guy.
too.
Let
Come
the
on
angry
now.
Korean guy. I'm gonna go else. I'm gonna go in a different direction.
He is not happy. He's like, well, we gotta wait. All the way to May.
I'm mad.
Yeah. All right. So my second question, price. Now, my theory.
Why don't you let us answer it first? Why you always got to go first?
All right.
'Cause he
Go
wants to
ahead.
take the hype.
Go
He
ahead,
wants to take the
complainer.
shine out of
because he
everybody
does.
else.
I know he does.
You know where you
Go-
remind
go-
me of? You remind me of those complainers, like, why exclusive from this and that? Why I don't go first?
I saw when I mentioned price. I saw Paris had a little look on his face. So I am curious.
Yeah. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Are we looking at
Wait,
an
let him
actual
talk.
price? I'm asking a
I want
question.
Pete to go. I just didn't want you to
Look,
go.
I ain't been here. Like I ain't been here in a couple months.
Yeah.
Right? So let me
All right,
actually
go ahead. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead, Pete.
knowing that there's an increase in component price, right? New chip, etc., is probably double the price of the old Switch chip. Do we think that there's going to be an increase in overall cost, or you think that's something that Nintendo is going to just absorb, knowing that they're going to sell so many pieces that it's, that they could sell it essentially? We'll use the Microsoft, we'll use the Xbox/PlayStation concept where they play it at a loss, or we looking at $400-$500 for a Nintendo Switch 2?
You know damn well Nintendo is not eating no cost where they were like they buying it.
They're
with
buying
whatever we
it.
charge.
People are gonna buy it. People are gonna buy
It
it.
doesn't matter. At 300. So you were thinking 400, 500, somewhere between that 399, 499 price range is the right thing.
$399, I think $399 for me. I don't see more than that. And I don't see lower than that. I know some people are saying $349. Look, that's the old Nintendo. That's not gonna happen anymore. I think it's gonna be $399. Because you know what it is? Nintendo says $399. People are still gonna pre-order that device, no matter what. They're
It's
gonna buy it.
$499. People are going to pre-order it, and it's going to be sold out for like 6 months.
But that's too high. That's way too high for Nintendo. I can see them $399 is like the sweet spot. It's not too cheap. It's not too expensive. It's there, and they don't care about Xbox or PlayStation because it's always been like that. They don't care about their price of the console. So, Paris, you agree or no?
$399.99. That's what I think. Now, am I tripping, or was it originally $299 when it launched?
You know what?
Was it $299? I think it was. Anyways, point is to what Pete was saying. Yeah, it's going to be more advanced hardware in it. I don't think you want it because like I've seen some people like argue, oh, it's going to be $4.99. I don't think at that point you're competing with a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox. I don't think from a price standpoint they want to do that. I do think because again, it's a device that a lot of people are going to buy multiple Switches. Like I already know in this house, I walk in this house with a Switch too. They're gonna be looking at me with a side eye, going, "Well, where mine at?" You know what I mean? So you're gonna have families wanting to get multiple Switches. So I think they do want to keep it as affordable as they possibly can, because like I said, this thing is gonna it's ridiculous, and I'm sure we'll get to what we think the games are gonna be, but I mean, it's gonna be a day one. Like it's gonna be hard to get a Switch at launch, I think. Because that's how much the demand's going to be.
Now, I do think we might have like a get Nintendo Switch Online for a month for free or something like that, like packed in part of the bundle. Is it possible of a game also being part of the bundle? I don't see it because Nintendo haven't been doing that in a long time. They might release like, let's say Mario Kart the same day, but it's not going to be bundled as part of the $3.99 package. Maybe it's like a separate thing. No, do you see that, Paris?
My stupid camera.
Yeah, you should definitely pay $3.99 to fix your camera. But go ahead.
There, it's fixed. Leave me alone.
Damn, son.
It's friggin' blurry again. I kind of forget the question. No, you were saying yeah. I mean, I could see a free pack-in thing, or like you said, maybe give like 3 months of Nintendo Online for free or something. You know what I mean? That way, people can just play the games that are a part of that or something. So it wouldn't surprise me. I'll also say, and this is always the scummy practice of these retailers. You already know GameStop, and the rest are going to have switched to bundles where they're going to make you buy accessories and stuff that you don't want as a part of it, and people are going to buy it just because they want to get the device. So even though it'll retail probably at $399.99, you're gonna see a lot of bundles probably as expensive as $500 to get this thing at launch.
All right, so it launched in 2017 at $299. The OLED released at $349. So $150 jump from original to the OLED. Texas in the chat just said $450. So what?
Ooh, too much.
It's
There's
not
a psychological thing.
jump.
That's why I said $399.99. I think once you see that $4, now it's too expensive. It's a consumer psychological thing. There's been studies about this.
Oh wait.
Oh wow, Faris, very very fancy. No, it's true. He's right though. He's right. Hey, I give you props. I say you're right. I give you props. You still need to fix that camera.
I know, dude.
It's all good.
Like I gotta get a freaking whatever because it's the light is bouncing off this. But I don't know why it's gotten so bad more recently. It was not this bad. I don't know.
You know why? You're being mean to me.
No, it's
And the camera's like, why are you being mean to Danny?
It's doing it on purpose. It doesn't do it on Kind of Funny.
I know, right?
No, actually, it does.
It does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
It kind of funny. It's like very professional. You know, here's like, rare. It's all good. Now, games for launch. Day one or launch window? Which one you want to start? Day one?
Up to you.
Let's go with day one. All right, because I'm gonna get people pissed. Let's start with Xbox. Guys, get Xbox going. Look, I think I know there's been rumors about some Xbox games and so on. I could definitely see like a flight sim. I could definitely see that being available for the Switch 2. Also, Halo Master Chief Collection. I don't know about the Halo Infinite or anything like that, but Master Chief, I could definitely see that, the collection. But that's from my prediction from like the Xbox side. Third party.
I have an Xbox One.
Ooh, which one?
That I bet a lot of people ain't even thinking about, and it would make a lot of sense.
Go ahead.
Doom: The Dark Ages.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that. Why is that?
Why not? It's
No,
on
I know,
PlayStation. It's on PlayStation day one. Why not?
Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot of Xbox games. All right.
Well, I mean,
And to your
Elden Ring
point,
as well.
and again, it all comes down to we'll see what the hardware, what its capabilities are. Forza Horizon 5, Sea of Thieves. I mean,
Indiana Jones.
yeah, that's what I mean. If it can run it, they're going to be there. And I know this is not day one, but well, actually, maybe it could be day one. Black Ops 6.
It could be a war zone. I can see a war zone.
I love how
Black Ops 6 or Warzone.
he always
One
got
of
to
those.
side it into something else. I said Black Ops 6.
It's possible, but I also can see a war zone. What's wrong with that?
Well, that would obviously be a part of it because it's Black Ops 6.
No, it's a separate thing, Paris. It's separate.
It's Call of Duty. Let's just leave it at
It's separate.
that.
You can play Black Ops 6 without Warzone. Like it's not, it's a two different teams that work on it.
He's always difficult. You see this?
No, it's not difficult.
I've been dealing with this for 20 years.
Mm,
20 years.
I should-
20 years.
I should look for that picture that I sent to Paris. So I can
So,
so I can
The
show
other
people.
the other ones I was thinking outside of that, Elden Ring,
Elden Ring, yeah, I
because
can see that.
Tekken 8. I just think Tekken 8 because of it's Namco Bandai and because they've got a close relationship with Nintendo. So why not? And then there's a couple of others. Final Fantasy 7 remake, AC Shadows.
I think Mirage was confirmed. Not, I shouldn't say confirmed, but it was heavily rumored that Mirage is their day one. So to your point, I do think there's an Assassin's Creed their day one.
Yeah, Shadows makes sense though.
And so
Makes
I
a lot of
mentioned it
sense.
earlier as a joke, but do you think Starfield or Fallout 4 is something we might see on there?
Not launch date, launch window.
I can see it in
maybe?
the future, but
Yeah.
yeah, maybe not. Maybe not day to date. Okay.
I can definitely see that. Now, I'm trying to think of another third-party game that I could definitely. I could see like a Persona, maybe, like a Persona. Not a Persona. What was the last game that came out?
What,
last
Metaphor?
year? Metaphor. I can see Metaphor coming out
Mm.
on the Switch.
Refantasia.
Switch 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Now, what about first party?
Prime 4 is a no-brainer. I think that's a layup. Now,
Pokemon Legends.
again, we're talking day one, so I'm going to say Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Day one.
I could definitely see that. Now, do you still see a 3D Mario this year?
Stupid camera. Maybe. Because if it's not this year, then they're going to tie it with the movie.
Use the Force, Paris. Use the Force. Look. By the way, I have to,
Someone
yeah.
in the chat just said that's a layup, Balatro. But it's probably
Oh,
already
yeah.
on Switch. It's already on Switch, isn't it? Sure,
Is it?
Pretty sure it is. I'd be shocked if it isn't.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Now, I think Prime 4 will be the only Switch game that's going to be Switch and
Yes, it
Switch
is.
2.
But
I don't
also
see
it's on
Mario.
Switch.
I don't see Mario Kart 9 on the Switch. It will be in like a Switch 2 exclusive. I can see that.
So, and I agree with you, but I have to admit, I've been watching some Nintendo content creators recently because I'm getting excited for the Switch too. And one of them made a great point that Nintendo may not want to leave behind. I mean, because there's like 100 million Switches out there, right? That game's going to be so popular, people are going to buy it. So they may not want to risk the day one sales, and it's cross-gen. And some of their most popular games, the Zeldas, all that have come out at launch, have been cross-gen, and they've sold gangbusters. So it might not be Switch 2 only. It might be cross-gen. The way he explained it, I was like, makes a good point. Just from a profitability standpoint. So I'm with you. I think it's Switch 2 only, but thinking of it that way wouldn't shock me if it's not.
That's an interesting take. I never thought about
Yeah.
that. Okay. By the way, I'm going to show you a picture once they announce Xbox games day one on Nintendo Switch 2. This is an exclusive, by the way, guys. This is where you guys gonna see. Paris know what I'm about to show. you're gonna see this happy face right here. This person is extremely happy. That's what you're gonna see.
Hey, he was eating good too, wasn't he? Yeah.
I was focused. Paris was very happy. It's like,
Yeah.
when everyone plays, we all win.
Yeah.
That's Paris. That's all good. Yeah, that's funny.
That's fine.
Nah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, any other launch title.
Professor
Supposedly, the
Layton.
rumor is that this is going to be the biggest launch game launch for Nintendo ever in the history of game period.
Yeah, I think so. One other game, and now we're talking launch window because I don't think it's their day one. Donkey Kong.
Which Donkey Kong?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think we're getting more Donkey Kong. That's just me speculating because
Somebody
they
in the chat
redesigned the
said-
character.
Yeah,
They've
somebody in the
updated
chat said
the-
X2
Yeah, from
or
Mario,
something like that.
from the
Or,
movie, right?
Donkey
The-
Kong, yeah, DK Country.
Mhm.
So I said earlier, Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, Pokemon Legends. I just don't know if I think their launch window. I don't think their launch date.
launch window makes sense.
And then there's another one, Roofy and the Riverside, because it's supposed to be scheduled for June 26th, and if it does, then it's potential launch if it hits in that mid-June timeframe.
Oh, what about I could see a Monster Hunter
Wild.
game. Yeah, I could definitely see that as like a port for the Switch too. I can see it.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
Split Fiction for sure is coming on the Switch too.
Yeah.
But that's
I was gonna say from third party standpoint, expect a lot of ports coming. It just makes sense. If this thing is powerful, because I think the assumption is from a power standpoint, this is essentially like a PS4, maybe even a PS4 Pro. If it can hit that power level we currently see in this generation, I mean, hell, games like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok run on PS4s. So if you're able to at least do that from a cross-gen standpoint, I'm thinking you're gonna see a lot of games get ported over to Switch too. Just why not? So
And then there's another
nothing's
game.
off the table in my opinion.
Isn't there like a ukulele game that's supposed to come out? It's been confirmed for Switch 2, but they just never put a timing on it. It's like trying to think. Yuka Replay
Oh,
League.
like the chat's even saying again, Xbox. Yeah, South of Midnight on Switch 2 is a no-brainer.
Ooh,
That's happening.
that would be a big one.
That's definitely happening.
South of Midnight.
I don't think Cyberpunk runs on Switch 2, ironically enough, because the whole issue was last gen hardware that got them all the issues. Because Phantom Liberty can't run on last gen hardware; it's next gen only. So I think at this point, I don't think it would. But look, it's CD Projekt Red. Who the frick knows, man? They run that thing on the damn refrigerator. Anything.
the smart one, the smart refrigerator.
The Samsung refrigerator.
No, but I mean, it's been so long. Why would not? That would be smart for CD Projekt Red to release something. I mean, look, it's on.
Well,
Mac,
I'm just thinking
it's
from
gonna
a
be everywhere.
performance standpoint. They don't, they're going to want it to run great. So I can't see them taking that risk potentially with it. But
Now, here's my question, man. Storage wise, for this Switch, I hope it's not like the original one, because these games seems very big. I mean, we definitely got to buy SD cards and all that stuff, but storage wise, do you think it's going to be a terabyte, let's say, or less?
You can get a
or-
terabyte on a card. That's easy. That's light work.
not 500 gigs though, man.
I think so. I was going to say 512. I think 512, and then obviously you go get the SD card.
for $4.99.
And you also have to remember they do sell cartridges. So
That's true.
you can't physically buy the game still. They've not, made you go digital only. So that's why I'm thinking you go 512, it helps reduce costs. And anybody that is going all digital need more storage, go buy an SD card.
I mean, there's some cases where you buy the physical, and let's say there's like multiple games, and just say whatever, like a bundle in that cartridge. You have to download the rest. Like that, I think that was in Was it BioShock? It was about the first BioShock, and part 2 you had to like download it. It was like something like that. So that is possible too, Paris.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm looking
they
at it
can't-
right now, and it says storage, rumored, 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of built-in UFS 3.1 storage.
That won't surprise me at all. Wouldn't jog me.
256?
Because they're going to expect you to say, hey, buy it physical or get an SD card. It's Nintendo. Bro, it's Nintendo. Like we always say, they don't care about your feelings.
They
And
don't.
the carts, the old cart, the carts, again, it could change because of memory, whatever, but the cards are 32 gigs, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, think of how many 32 gig games you can shove onto a 256 gig hard drive.
Now I have one more last thing to mention. Do you think it is possible that Nintendo's going to change their online format that they have, where
Why?
you have to like down? I mean, look,
I think
the
they
whole
update it.
like.
I do.
I think they are going to change. I mean, why would you gonna buy a $4.99 console and then you're like, all right, you have to download the app in order to chat to play with your friends? Like that's too much.
No,
That's too
I do
difficult.
think they updated to make it more social, make it easier to get people together to play and communicate with each other. So I agree with you. I think so.
Yeah, and
Do you
family
think they'll
safe.
do
And
their-
family safe too.
Do you think they'll do their own voice integration, or will they leverage like a Discord integration?
Not Discord. I don't see that happen. I can see maybe having their own. Now, if it's like a company like Xbox, they're releasing their own thing, that's probably going to use their servers, all right?
Yeah, but Nintendo, I don't see Nintendo trying to develop its own, universal.
Yeah, I'm actually
communications
with Pete.
platform.
I think they'd leverage
think
Discord before anything.
Hell of a lot easier to just
Discord?
throw in to throw the API into Discord.
Do you see this?
Okay.
You see how look at his face. Look
I
at his
know.
face.
look like Violet farted in the room.
Pretty sure Danny Pena, Xbox, and PlayStation utilize Discord, so why not Nintendo?
But
why are
not-
they so different?
Why Nintendo's going to have their own thing? Maybe
Why?
integrated, yes, but not like use Discord to talk to everybody else. Like it's not going to be like that, and that's the only way you could talk to people.
Why not?
Why
though?
not?
Why
Mario
not?
Kart.
Why not?
No.
They're not. Look, we know Nintendo. Look, and now we're going into IT stuff, but
my God.
Nintendo's not going to spend money trying to develop its own communications platform.
They are
They're
going to
gonna
do that. Okay, let me ask you this question. Why the past couple months there was like this test, like this there was like this test that people had to sign up in order like to test out the new Nintendo Switch Online. This happened like months ago, which is part of what's going to come up for Nintendo Switch 2. It has nothing to do with let's join with Discord. That's the only way you can talk to people to play Mario Kart. Nah, it's not going to happen. They're going to have their own thing, maybe integrated as an option, Paris, of Discord. I can see that. But not like a solo thing and that's it. And if you don't like it, go F yourself.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
You pissed me off.
See,
Where is this?
y'all got
Where's
a
this
peek?
Paris?
Y'all got a peek on the other side of the curtain.
Where is this
how-
Paris?
This is how you
Where is this Paris? Where is this guy? I miss this guy.
this
This
is how
guy,
he
he was
talks
a
to me
nice guy at that time.
privately.
Not-
I didn't even do nothing. And he told me so to go F myself.
This is the Paris I'm looking for. So mean. So mean. Just want to say that.
You just made me forget what I was about to say. I was going to say something about the Discord thing.
About the
See,
integration?
You know
The
what? Screw you.
integration?
I can't even remember what I was about to say now.
Like
Whatever.
the integration, you feel like that's like the only way you could talk to your friends more like how it is now with the mobile. In order to play Mario Kart and you want to talk to your friends, you have to download the mobile. So it's gonna be like that for Discord. That's what you think. I don't think so. I do not think so.
It's not what I said.
So what the hell you were saying?
I
Why are you
said
arguing
they're
with
gonna
me?
have- I said they're going to have Discord. I said they're going to have Discord on Switch.
I said yes as an option, not as like the only way you will talk to friends.
That's not what you were fussing about. You were like, they're not going to do it at all. That's what you
No,
said.
Pete, it's like no, they're gonna use Discord. That's the only way you could talk to online. No,
It was a
no.
question, and then you had a stank face.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
asked,
You
would they
immediately
develop their own?
poo-pooed
Yeah.
Discord.
Man, you guys are a
Would
bunch of
they
haters.
use their own communications, or would they integrate something like Discord? And then you just went, ew.
You know what,
Discord.
Pete? You know what, Pete? I don't know if you remember back in the day, we used to get people that would get upset at us that said that we would bully Danny, that we would, you know,
Oh,
would
yeah, I
be mean
remember.
to him.
Why?
Now, this is why. This is exactly why we bully him.
No,
this stuff.
man.
Look how he talks.
This is
I
why I
have to-
go.
I
On,
have to
this is
defend
why I go
myself.
on tour.
Because look,
I don't have to put up with it.
look, Paris and Pete, they were anti-Xbox. It was all about PC, Master Race, Destiny, and all that. And I was the only one, sword and shield, protecting, protecting.
You were too. You
like,
No lags detected, bro. Absolute fact.
protecting Xbox. I was like, nah, man, give him a chance. Give him a chance. And now everyone's like,
When everybody plays, we all win.
That's why.
Jesus Christ.
That's why when the online trolls get mad at me and they always, your Xbox, blah blah blah. I'm like, you sure as hell was not listening to Gamer Tag Radio back in the day.
yo, look, I have emails. I have emails from people who are like, ever since Paris joined, I stopped listening to GTR. I'm unsubscribing. All he does is talk about trash about Xbox. That was
It's Danny. It's Danny defending freaking Xbox.
sword and shield. No, but for real, on the real, like, yo, there was a time, yo, Paris was like the anti, like that people thought that Paris was like anti Xbox at that time. Were like, no, it's an opinion. He's not feeling Xbox One. We
Me and
connect.
Mandy. That's why
Oh,
we
and
became.
Mandy.
We were the Wonder Twins.
Yes. Yeah. That looks pretty dope, Pete.
No, but I mean, I know we're just joking around. We're wrapping it up now, but I mean, that was just like back in the day with that stuff. And it turns out I was freaking right. I just saw the Xbox One plan. I'm like, what are y'all doing? This does not make sense. Why are you not focusing on the games? And, you know, I've said it a million times. I even said it when Phil was on a few years back. That spring showcase in 2016, when I still cannot believe they never made that public. That keynote he gave at the spring showcase in San Francisco in 2016 is everything that Xbox does today. He said it then. So this does tell you they obviously are looking far into the future about what they want Xbox to be, because they were laying the groundwork then, and that was 2016, to now have Game Pass, cloud gaming, obviously, you know, what some of the stuff that they do, you know, with Play Anywhere, all that. That started in 2016. Now we're starting to see where they're looking beyond 2025 into the 2030s on where they're taking Xbox, and they're laying the groundwork for that too. So, you know, you may not be happy with everything that they're doing today, but I can at least see ahead, like they're anticipating where the industry is going, and we'll see if it works out.
Yep. Anything else, Pete, before we wrap it up?
Nah, man. I'm good. That's, again, I'm curious what Nintendo's going to do for all these anti-scalping measures. What are they going to do? I mean, it's such
Nothing.
a pervasive problem for online purchasing. How are they going to block it?
They can do
I
the same
think
thing that
the
Nvidia
only-
does. Nothing.
The only thing I
Are you
can think
gonna
of,
sell them out of food trucks?
the only thing I can think of, which they did that similar to, if you wanted to register for the Nintendo Switch 2 event, you have to have a Nintendo Switch online account, and you can sign up like that. That's like the only way I think they probably could do something like that. But who knows? It's Nintendo. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening and also watching Gamertag Radio episode 1409. Remember to hit us up. Fan mail if you agree or disagree. Not with me, but with P and Paris. If you disagree with them, hit them up. Because everybody's going to agree with me. Though. Everybody's
Sword
Are
and
they going to have
shield.
4 SKUs of
Sword
the
and
Switch 2?
shield.
Is that happening?
Hey. For a SKU, I'm still right.
That is still the most insane thing that you've ever said on the
I'm
show.
still right. Still right. But everyone, thank you so much. Until next time, we're out. Peace.
I think I fixed the camera.
What was the
Finally.
problem?
You know what
$3.99.
it
He
was?
paid. He paid $3.99.
because I have it focusing more towards this wall over here than at the door. So I think now it's not. See,
It's
now
not doing that more.
Yeah.
Paris
was
is
it.
dancing.
Yeah.
Just Dance 7.
Just Dance. Nah, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Anything else about this, man? It's gonna be interesting, you know, checking out everything about Nintendo, the announcement. Look, I think Nintendo fans are just gonna be happy with all the announcements, especially for like Mario Kart showing more stuff you could do in that game. That's gonna be dope, man.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Oh,
And it's for the chat too.
yes. You look
And
serious.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious when I say this too.
Sure.
I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
Am I a bully?
To me, yes.
Not to, well. You're different. I'm talking.
And, we're not talking.
Bully. Nah, I don't. I think you're vocal with a lot of things, but you're not a bully. Why?
you
Somebody
know,
called you bully? Somebody
Oh
said
yeah,
you're a bully?
I've been accused of that lately. That I get into because, like you said, I am vocal. I'm definitely not afraid to speak my opinion. That I've gotten into it with certain creators over a period of time, and I use bully tactics. I'm a bully.
B, you think Paris is a bully?
Yeah, I think people are too sensitive. Everybody needs to just chill the F up and just let people be people, bro.
Stop tagging Paris on social media too. Like, come on, man. And then
I
delete.
get it.
And then delete.
I get it on social media. I don't freaking care. But no. It is just funny because obviously the little thing that happened last weekend, and then somebody
I saw that.
I had talked.
That's
I had not talked to in like 2 years because again, he's one of these podcasters. You know, oh, PlayStation's #1. Let me put on my cheerleader outfit and disagree with me. Said a bunch of nonsense to me. You know me. Oh, let's talk privately. I ain't got to do it in public. And I may or may not have yelled at this person privately because I did.
Wow.
I did. But the phone call ended just fine by the end, right? I never talked to the dude again. Bro wrote a novel online about how I'm such an awful person and I'm so mean. I saw
Wait,
that
a
laugh.
novel?
Oh, dude, it's crazy. And then he locked it because he didn't want nobody to reply. I just thought it was funny.
And then he
This is
deleted
funny.
it.
What was the?
And then
What was
deleted it.
I bet he deleted it.
Probably. Who knows? I honestly don't care. The point I'm making on it is because I think he said what he said in it was that I'm the common denominator where I have these issues with certain creators. And then I kind of thought about it and I'm like, every single person I've had an issue with online is always toxic. And I don't need to name names right now, but it's clearly when I've had a public kerfuffle, it's always been with one of these weirdo YouTuber grifter dudes every time. And then they drag me into their content and I say something. That's all. Because like, look, and I won't speak for you, Danny, because I know you got involved a little bit, but I'll say this. Don't ever question my integrity or our integrity with an interview. We do interviews like that because we've earned the respect of people across the industry and they willingly want to come talk to us. That's why. So when you throw out a baseless accusation like that, you goddamn right I'm going to say something.
Yeah, same here. Like, I'm not gonna stay
Yeah.
quiet. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say something. You know, 'cause here's the thing: people have no idea how things works, man. Like behind the
No.
scenes, like booking an interview, you know, getting a review code or attending an event, all that stuff. Like the stuff that I was seeing before was like, oh, Xbox only work with them and that's it. But look, we work with everybody, with every publisher, with every company you can think of. They invite us to the studio, even to sit down with them, like coffee or whatever, like lunch or just to talk, because they just want to hear our feedback about a product or something or about an event. You know, that happens all the time. There's stuff that we never talk about, of like people that we talk to at an event, that it happens all the time. You know. So I don't know why people think there's only one company and that's it. No, look, we worked with PlayStation, we worked with Nintendo, we worked with Xbox, we worked with everything, with everybody, even Valve, Rockstar Games, everybody. you know. So I think people need to get out of the bubble and get a life because it's just too much. I feel like it's just too much, man. Way too much. People are focusing on this brand loyalty, and it's not even about that, man. We do more than that.
It's
More than that.
Tanya. This is no rest
For the Wicked.
It's an early access game right now that's on Steam. From the creators of Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh, it's still early access. You know, I was
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
that. I was wearing that hoodie, and somebody stopped me like, "Hey, man, I worked on that game." I'm like, at the airport randomly,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, snap!"
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which, ironically enough, the person that I got into it with, and this again just shows you the arrogance and the lunacy of some of these people.
Yeah.
Because Thomas is the CEO, of the studio, right? Making no rest for the Wicked. He was online some weeks back explaining why, as a developer, you do multi-platform games, right? He makes games. He I think he kind of knows.
Sure.
This dude was arguing with him, telling me he was wrong. How arrogant can you be when you are a YouTuber who sits at home telling someone that actually makes games what to do? Insane. It's just stuff like that. So these are the kind of people that I get into the kerfuffles with.
Yeah, and they learn everything from a friend over a YouTube video. Oh yeah, because so said this. That's not a
Yeah.
that's not an experience, a developer experience by getting stuff like that. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
people are just weird, man.
Yeah, they are.
People are just
They are. So I know we're at after show, Pete. You're out in the Poconos, but Danny, you know what's crazy? We're less than a month from WrestleMania.
Oh snap! No wait, is it a month?
Yeah, it's less than a month. April 19th.
Oh snap! We're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Phoenix is gonna be there too, man. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah,
Phoenix.
he's gonna be losing his mind.
Yo, for people who don't know, like that was an experience going to that WrestleMania LA, man. That was an experience. And we had like 30 people, I think it was there. Yo, everybody and their mothers was in that group. It was so
I know.
dope.
And essentially, it's the same people going again, right? Pretty much same
I
group.
think so. The only difference is like this is way more expensive than LA. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just a Vegas thing. It's expensive, man.
Because when he gave me the price, because I was gonna bring Trey, I looked at the price. I was like, "Yeah, you ain't going."
Yeah, I'm going by myself. I don't need you to go. Nah, it's gonna be fun. Have you been to that stadium, Pete?
No, I'm looking
Oh, in
forward
Paris?
to it.
Paris
yeah, I'm
too?
looking forward to going.
Okay, but I'm talking about Pete. I know he's been to Vegas before, but have you been to that stadium?
To which one?
Where the Raiders play?
No, I haven't been to Vegas. Last time I was in Vegas was your wedding.
Oh, our wedding. Yeah, that was
That's it.
fun. That was fun.
Yeah. And I just realized if I would have gone to one, it would have been if they did a Europe tour and they were just in Barcelona for SmackDown.
I mean, they're gonna be doing more events over there in Europe now. A lot more. I know they're there for like a couple weeks. Actually, almost a whole month. They're gonna be in Europe doing shows over there before WrestleMania.
So I only have one request of you and your lovely wife. One request, just one. When we're there. No, this isn't even bad.
Okay, well,
This is not bad.
I'm just waiting.
The Friday night,
Yeah.
I would like to go to a very nice steak dinner. That's it.
Oh,
that's
I'm down.
That's literally all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. I want to go super bougie. That's it.
You know, we went to one the day after our wedding. We went to one in Fremont. It's really good. I was like, oof.
Hey, Del Frisco's
Well,
double
that's-
legal in Vegas.
Pete already know.
Wait, where's
Exactly
that
what
one?
I was thinking.
At? Where in Vegas? Is that by the strip?
It's right behind the
New
Wynn.
York, New York, isn't it?
No, behind
Is
the
that New
Wynn.
York, New York?
Nope, behind the
Is it
Wynn.
Monte Carlo? Where
No.
is it?
It's behind the Wynn, just past the Renaissance and the Convention Center on that same
What
road.
am I thinking of in New York, New York? I swore that's what it was. Let me see. New York.
I mean,
got
I'm
me
down.
looking.
Let me know. I'm down.
Steakhouse.
I'm so down for that.
Oh, it's Gallagher's. Gallagher's. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
but
let's do it.
that's my because here's my thought, because again, we putting all the business out in public, but I'm not driving in until Friday afternoon, right? And really, Friday night will be the only time I imagine we could go out and have a nice dinner, because I mean, WrestleMania night 1, night 2, you're not really afterwards going to go out. I mean, because think about it,
we're gonna be exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just thinking Friday night probably.
Yeah, Friday. I
one night
mean,
to
we're
do it.
probably gonna be there Thursday, I think. And just hang out. And yeah, Friday. I think Friday will be the perfect day. I think the majority of people are gonna be there on that day.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
down.
it'll be
And
fun.
Rihanna was like, "Don't forget your earplugs." Nah, man. I don't need that. It is loud. WrestleMania it gets really loud over there. Music, the fireworks, everything. It's loud as hell.
Oh, one other thing. Do you know what today is? You don't know, but I'm gonna tell you. Today, my youngest is 15.
Well, first of all, happy birthday,
Yeah,
and also holy
because I can hear her right now. This is just reminding me of it. But yeah, she's 15, man.
15.
Uh huh. I mean, think about it. Trey, I mean, because Trey's the only one obviously people see on, I'll take pictures or whatever of, but he's going to be 19 in May.
Yo, GTR is older than both of them.
Yeah. And then obviously my oldest, she's 23.
Oh,
She'll be 24 this year. End of
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Dimitri's 26, gonna be 27.
Oh my god.
Graduated college.
Wait, how old is Sophia now?
21. She graduates college in 4 months, 3 months.
Holy smokes. Yo, and I remember them too. Yo, little kids.
Remember, I
Well,
posted this. I
that's
posted
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
group
It's
chat
like
like you were little
you
smacks.
with Violet. I mean, it's like, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna look up and she's gonna be grown. You'll be like, wait, how'd that happen?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, because right now she's talking a lot right now.
Yeah. Oh, it
Violet.
goes fast, dude. It goes so
So
freaking
and
fast.
that it's only been like what, a year and change. It's like it's
Mhm.
it's fast. Wow, 15. Damn.
Yeah. 15, freshman in high school.
Oh my god, bro.
Insane.
Insane.
Mhm.
Nah, man. I'm excited for WrestleMania. I'm excited for a couple of things coming up. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but Pete, stay. I got some stuff to tell you.
Me too, or just Pete?
Yeah, no, you too. I mean, you always stay, but Pete usually like, oh, let me leave. Yeah, you guys can stay.
You don't want you to know.
No, he but Paris knows already, so
Okay.
it's all good.
All right.
All right, everyone.
Good.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back here. There's gonna be another GTR retro. I think I have one plan to put up. The next episode, I had Dan Shu. This was back in 2009, and he talked about how journalism has been changing at that time. Great conversation. It relates to things today. I think people should watch it. I mean, listen to it. It's really, really good. So, I have a couple other ones that I'm gonna put up here. So, all right, everyone. Until next time, we're out. Peace. Later. Let me make sure that it's not live
Yeah, we're
yet.
still on. Still on.
No.
I can see it.
I'm gonna wait.